Good morning dear students. Today I am here to teach you the second chapter of social for class 5, parallels and meridian. Today we will be learning few things in this lesson, that is the introduction of shape of the earth, parallels, equator, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, what are the different poles we have on the globe, and we will also be learning about the important features of parallels. Now let us learn about shape of earth.
Shape of the earth. As we have already learned this topic in our previous chapter, Know Your Planet, I will be briefly explaining you about the shape of the earth. Our earth is spherical in shape and slightly flattened at the poles. That is nothing but our earth looks like a ball and it is slightly flat on the top and bottom surface of the earth. For example, when you look at an orange, how does it look? It looks like round in shape, but it is slightly flat on the top and bottom surface. Similarly, our earth also is round in shape, but slightly flat on the top and bottom surface. Like other planets, our earth also revolves around the sun. There is an imaginary line which has been formed when the earth rotates, which is called as an axis. An axis has two end points which is known as poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. The North Pole is at the top of the surface of the earth and the South Pole is in the bottom of the surface of the earth. As you can see in this picture, the North Pole and the South Pole is clearly mentioned and also the imaginary line. Let us now learn about equator. An equator is an imaginary line on the globe that runs midway between the North Pole and the South Pole. It is nothing but an equator is a imaginary line on the globe that moves in between or runs in between the globe and divides the earth into two equal halves, that is the North Pole and the South Pole. It is the longest and most important latitude on the globe. Let us now learn about parallels. Parallels are set of imaginary circles or lines that are drawn on the surface of the globe. Parallels are also called as latitude. All parallel circles from the equator to the poles are called as parallels of latitude. As you can see the picture, these are the parallel circles that are drawn on the surface of the globe. Each parallels or each latitude are measured in degrees. Parallels divides the earth into two hemispheres. That is, the half of the earth that lies to the north or above the equator is called as the northern hemisphere. The half of the earth that lies to the south or below the equator is called as the southern hemisphere. Let us now learn the important features of parallels. The length of the parallel decreases as we move away from the equator towards the pole. That is, when you move from the equator towards the pole, the size starts reducing. It starts becoming lesser in size. All parallels are located at equal distance from each other. When you try to compare two parallels, it always has an equal distance from one another. Parallels neither touch each other nor cross each other.